Ladies and jelly spoons, welcome to the Game Dojo. It's your boy the Game Ninja, and welcome finally to Mortal Kombat! That's right, you notice the patch, notice the little arcade emblem. Ladies and gentlemen, Mortal Kombat Legacy is here. I remember that faithful day walking into the arcade, hearing the ruckus and hearing the yelling, people crowded all around one arcade. Everybody going crazy, people putting their little money up on the screen to show that they got next. What was this? Was it Street Fighter? Was it a new Street Fighter? Was it a new Fatal Fury? No, it was Mortal Kombat. Don't know what I mean? The craze swept the nation. Mortal Kombat is even responsible for implementing that rating system. That's right. That rating system on the back of video games that you always see, rated E for everyone, MA for mature audiences. Mortal Kombat was responsible for that. The spine-pulling, heart-ripping, incendiary, I don't even know what it is, Scorpion throws up on you that sets you on fire. It looks like flames or lava. Anyway, Mortal Kombat is the craze that set the world on fire. But ladies and gentlemen, Mortal Kombat Legacy. Is it hope? Is it hype? We're going to find out tonight. Because ladies and gentlemen, we are Mortal Kombat fans. We were there when it began. My God, has it been that long? We was there when it took off to the sky. We was there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right. We was there for 11. And then they went back around to part 1 again. And we was there for that one too. But now the legacy has come out. Digital Eclipse. If you've played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that Cowabunga collection with all the turtles in there. If you played that Street Fighter 30th anniversary with all the Street Fighters in there. Well, this is Mortal Kombat, the Legacy collection. And ladies and gentlemen, can they score 3 times in one shot? Or, as I hear all across the net, is this thing a bust? And we're going to find out. Being game preservation specialist, you should know what people want, what they need, what they have, and ladies and gentlemen, there should be no need of upgrades. If you know, like I know, this is either a show, or down below. Now, there are 2 sides to every story. Remember, Digital Eclipse are the people with the vision. But there are the uppers, the highers, Warner Brothers, who also put their spin, their control, and their access on these preservation projects. So they are the ultimate key on whether or not something skyrockets into perpetuity forever and is the most amazing thing we've ever played, or they are the reason why something tanks, fails, and falls flat. We're going to find out right here, right now, because it's Mortal Kombat. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, don't know what I mean? Let me introduce you to that faithful Monday when it hit home consoles and started all the blaze. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mortal Kombat. Before I start off with introducing you, let me show you what I got together for this beautiful collection. Pan right, stage down. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do we have here? We have our beautiful Mortal Kombat Classic right here. What that is? Oh, that's me. There you go. Take it down a notch. All right, so this is the beautiful Mortal Kombat Dragon logo. As you see here, we have Mortal Kombat 11 on standby. We have the actual arcade graphic. So real, it hurts. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you more how much that the truth is. We have Mortal Kombat 11 here, also on standby. And right here for you, we have our own Mortal Kombat mini arcade, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I could put this on for you so you guys can hear it. Extreme close-up. I don't think you guys can hear that. But I'm right here next to you, and I have the ability of bringing this to the forefront. It's actually pretty decent screen and clarity wise for something so small. So I'm gonna turn the sound back off. I'm gonna put this back down so we can get down to Pound Town. And I also noticed, I don't know if y'all noticed, but yeah, I had this joint too. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all see that joint? I got this joint too on standby. Don't know what this is? Well, let me show you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the day, we had something called Game Boy. And I happen to have one on standby for that Luigi's Mansion gameplay. So we're going to turn around, take our little Mortal Kombat, and we're going to stick it up in there like that. We're going to pop it up like this, and we're going to bam. That's right, baby. Now, this actually is one of the games and part of the collection. Believe it or not, this one actually is part of the collection. So until now, if you wanted to play this game, pretty much this is how you had to play this game right here. Until now, pretty much this is how you had to play this game. Yeah, I know. I know, guys. I am not going to bore you too much with that pop out the game. But I am going to say, until now, that's pretty much the only way you could play that game like that. And over here, let me extreme pullback. Let me set that Game Boy Advance back up right here. And for what you guys don't see, I got to show y'all. Because what you don't see also is we got on standby Mortal Kombat 1. That original Sega Genesis right here in box with booklet. This is also on the collection. We also have Mortal Kombat 2 in box. That's right. This is also part of that collection. We also have Mortal Kombat 3 all on Genesis. This is also part of that collection that we have back there. So let me set back my Mortal 2 and my Mortal 3. I just wanted y'all to know, you know what I'm saying, where we coming from. Y'all want a close-up on that? I can give you a close-up on that. Y'all got that? There we go. Close-up on that, John? Yeah. I got the tape on the box because the case don't stay closed. This John is an original, so this is old. These things are all originals. That's an original Game Boy SP, old as hell. These are all original cartridges, old as hell. You talking about the late 1900s. It's the 2020s now. This is the late 1900s. We also have, like I said, over here, that is original. All of these is old school originals. Oh, by the way, if y'all couldn't see, standing over my Genesis collection is we got Scorpion right there. We got the man himself, Scorpion, right there. But y'all came here to talk about Mortal Kombat, the Legacy Collection. And this is where we gonna put it down for all of y'all. All right, ladies and jelly spoons. So let's introduce you to that faithful Mortal Monday when the console systems and everybody who couldn't get to an arcade got their chance to partake in Mortal Kombat, the world franchise phenomenon. That's right, ladies and jelly spoons. Mortal Kombat and all the real fans, we're separated into two categories because this game franchise spans 3 generations of gamers. That's right, 3 generations of gamers. You have the arcade gamers, you have the console gamers, and then you have the millennial gamers. So in between all 3 generations, you have preservationists from the originals, preservationists from the modern, and preservationists for the common day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we need to understand all 3 generations is because each generation is going to have a take on how just Mortal Kombat Legacy is represented in our today's society. So let's start off. Now, I didn't want to speak while I was going through the menu changes because I wanted you guys to take it all in. Now, at first glance, from just a nostalgic point of view, this is an awesome interface. I love the sound, I love the lighting, I love the background. This is how you do a Legacy collection. But the truth and the proof in the pudding will not be on the menu screen, nor will it be in any of the iterations that I have along here. It will be in the game. We've waited for this, we've dreamed of this, we hope for this. Now let's find out exactly what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live from the Game Dojo, I want you to sit back and relax with your favorite bag of snacks. And I got me some snacks here. I got me some Cowtails. I got me some Hershey Kisses. I got me some candy corn. I know a lot of people don't like candy corn. Screw y'all. I love candy corn. It is the best. I don't care. We got some Twix. We got some Yum Yums. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the skills to pay the bills to buy them short sets from Foreman Mills. So let's see what this feels. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm screen capturing it in the back, so don't worry about that. You'll just get no voice. You'll get just the gameplay later on. So we're gonna dive in here and check this out real quick and see what we got. So already we're looking in the combatants right here. So we're gonna check everything out and give a little rundown and see just how good this collection is. I like that it gives you like information about the characters. I am gonna say I do like that. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me put my Sega Genesis Johns over here so that they can be represented too as well. I don't know if I can get all of them in the shot, but we gonna definitely try. So we gonna put let me move my R2D2. Oh, by the way, that is the Deadpool. They do have a music player on this John so that you can get the actual music from Mortal Kombat. So let me see if I can put my three. Can I put my 3 combats up here? I don't know. The last one we having trouble squeezing. Let me move my keyboard over a little bit so we can put this up here. Now move my keyboard over. There we go. All right, so I move Mortal Kombat 1 over. We're gonna move 2 over. Now we should be able to get 3 there too as well. All right, let me see what we got here. There we go. We got 1, 2, and 3 along with this. All right, so here we go. There we go. All right, so we got documentaries, I noticed, for none other the reason than just the documentaries and Boone and Tobias getting back together again. I think this, from a standpoint, more than sells the collection, because if you ever wanted like a digital representation of what Mortal Kombat did, what it was, then yeah.
MK2 was great and stuff.
That's Boone and Tobias. I do like it. I'm gonna watch all the videos later, but first, let's see what we got here in the collection. All right, we got that joint right there. We got the arcade joint right there. All right, so it looks like Mythologies, Deadly Alliance. Okay, I did not know it had Deadly Alliance in here. So we're gonna have to check out Deadly Alliance. First of all, let's stick with Mortal Kombat 1992. This is supposed to be the arcade joint. Now, for many of y'all, see that? Y'all see the combat card? I had the combat card right here. For many of y'all, let's see what we got here. Oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna go through some settings and look at certain things. We're gonna check out everything. For those of y'all who didn't know, back in the day, yeah, you can play this via like MAME and stuff like that, but MAME is supposed to be the closest arcade representation. But let's check this out. Let's see if this is just as good. I like the kiosk here. I like the let's see what we got here. On screen, move list, additional settings. What's additional settings? Move list display, rewind, ultimate round timer, unlock fatality time. That's pretty cool. Quick EJB menu. Okay. Control, save game, load game, reset game, quit game. Okay. No, it's not bad. I mean, all right, let's see what we got here. Now, we haven't been busting this in a very long time, so it should be interesting on how our skills are. My boy Phil's name is always up in here. My brother Phil, F-E-L. 8 wins, 800,000. Okay. That look legit. That look legit. So far, we impressed. That look legit. Sound seems good. Quality video seems good. So far, this seems legit. As somebody who has played everything across the board, from arcade to emulation, oh, this is nice. The sprites are large too. See my hand? They're bigger than my hand. The sprites are bigger than my hand, so that's good. That's good. We ain't playing yet. Okay. The music's on point too. Okay. All right. Ooh. Yeah, this is arcade. This feel like the arcade. If I still had quarters, I'll put my 50 cent up on a screen. Only real arcade people back in the day know about that. Let's see who we going with. Well, you know we gonna go with Scorpion. Pick my boy Scorpion. Yo, this they look good. This look really good. This is clean. The sound is clean. This is good. This look clean. All right. Okay. This look clean so far. So far, so good. All right, let's see if we got the moves. All right, there we go to spear. All right, Johnny. There we go. We're gonna do the exploit. All right, Johnny. Oh, you trying to embarrass me on TV, Mr. Cage? Look here, Van Damme. We ain't gonna have that on my scene. I wonder if they have that in the documentary, that Van Damme and Bloodsport was the original premise of this. He even wearing the Frank Dukes uniform. All right, come on, Johnny. Johnny, if you lose, you dying. Jonathan, if you lose, I'm gonna set you on fire. All right, we got here. Block up, up. What's block up, up? Block up, up. Block up, up. Block up, up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is legit. That is a perfect one-to-one recreation of the arcade at home. That is legit. All right, Kano, we can't be busting with you all night, Kano. Like we got other games to get to. A lot of games to get to. Yo, and we got Scorpion right here on the little one. I like that. We got the little joint going while the big joint is going. And this is Mortal Kombat. We got it right here. This is the Genesis jersey right here. I wonder if they're gonna make us do the ABA-C. Oh, you can put the blood on, so you ain't gotta put ABA-CABB. Abacab. All right, so for those of y'all who didn't know, the Genesis and the Super Nintendo versions were attacked by the media. So Super Nintendo opted to go without blood. Genesis opted to go with a blood code, which at this screen, you put in ABA-CABB, Abacab, and that entered the blood code so there would be blood in your game. They gave you a choice. You could play it without the blood or with the blood. All right, this is actually pretty good. Sound is pretty good. Genesis had horrible sound back in the day, so I'm actually glad. Now, I wonder if they put the voices in here. Okay, so the Dullard code is in here. Down, up, left, left, A, right, down is the Dullard code, and that actually put this in. This is another way you could put the blood code on. All right, so we got demo biography, flag 1, flag 2, blood on, cheat on, map the courtyard. Let's change the first one to the pit, because I want to see what the pit look like on here. All right, so far this feel, I like the little bevels on the screen. This is Genesis. This is 100% Genesis. This is 100% Genesis. They look like Minecraft characters. Like you can see the pixelation around them, the pixelated effects. Oh, they got the music though. Oh, and the sound. Okay, Genesis got the sound now. Okay. I know what version this is though, that's why. See, I ain't slick. I know what version this is. Genesis did not have this sound and the voices. Okay. Okay, so y'all done stepped up your game. You definitely done stepped up your game because Genesis didn't have the voices and the sound like this. Okay. 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 All right. So far, we are impressed. We are impressed. Doom, 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 boom. Doodle doo, doodle doo, doodle doo, doodle doo, dun 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 boom. All right, that's pretty good. That's probably the best Genesis I've ever seen, except for the there is a ROM hack of the Genesis version that puts a lot more into it, so it's more arcade-like. This is as close as I've ever seen to the arcade Genesis has ever become. Now, when it comes to Super Nintendo is notoriously hard to emulate. So to just see this on here running, to me, will be a victory for Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo, because back in the day, I had a Super Nintendo. I did not have a Sega Genesis to begin with. So my first Mortal Kombat experiences at the home console level was Super Nintendo. And I used to rent this joint from Blockbuster Video every other weekend. Super Mario Kart and Mortal Kombat. Until I beat the game. Now, believe it or not, Super Nintendo was notoriously hard. I don't know why, but it was. Like Super Nintendo was hard from the door, like arcade hard. Like you ain't gotta worry about getting our money. You already got our money. It's this home console. Like y'all could have eased up on the AI cheating so much. But Oh, this is Super Nintendo. This is Super Nintendo. This is official right here. Sounds a little bit down. It's a little bit muted. Oh, there go the music. Oh, we gonna pick Scorpion. Okay. Okay, this is official. I feel like I have my Super Nintendo plugged in. This is the real deal. This is the real deal Holyfield. I like this. Raiden with a Y. Oh my God, guys. We couldn't correct that. We couldn't course correct that. Or y'all wanted to keep that in here. All right, back B. Back. There we go. Up, yep. That's official. This is official. Okay. This is official. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this is Super Nintendo. This is super. All right, you trying to embarrass me, Sub? Stop. Oh my God, Sub. Yeah. Boy, don't you even play like that. There's people watching. Yo, this is hot right here. This is hot. This is Super Nintendo. Let's bring back memories, bro. There we go with the knee. The big test is gonna be if we can pull off the finishing move. There's block. All right. I was trying to see what the block button was. There we go. You trying to embarrass me on TV, Sub? Yeah, Sub. That ass is on fire, son. Yo, this is official. This is official. And the monks clapping in the background. This is official. This is official now. All right, so this is good. This is good. This is for none other than just the two Genesis and Super Nintendo versions together, along with the biographies. This is a win right here. So far, so good. This is a win. Damn, why is the music so loud though? Yeah, I'm starting to see what people talking about with the audio issues. Yeah, we got that joint right here. This is the one we got right here. This is the Game Boy one. This is the one y'all saw me play earlier. We have that right here on standby. Now, when it comes to the Mortal Kombat collection, I have all the Mortal Kombats at home. So if you really want to do the Mortal Kombat collection, I have every Mortal Kombat on its native system here. So really, I already have the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection because I am a fan. But now y'all get to play this bigger, which isn't necessarily a good thing. The sound is good. They could have done something with upping the resolution. Like this is oh my God, bro. This music, this is it. This is Game Boy. Oh my God, half of the moves ain't even working. Yeah, this is it. No, because we just played this on Game Boy and it was much more responsive. Oh my God, wait a minute, what? Hold on. I don't know about this one. I can't do the spear. I'm pressing the button and clearly nothing's happening. Oh my God, what? Oh wow. Oh my God, this is a hell of a latency problem. Oh my God, what? Yo, this is a hell of a latency problem. Yo, I'm hitting buttons and it's literally non-responsive. It's non-responsive. Oh my God, this is okay. Okay. Oh my God. Yo, I'm hitting the buttons and it's not doing nothing. Oh, this is some horrible latency issues. I mean, there's latency on the Game Boy one, but this one, no, this is, oh my God, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to pull off a finishing move with him. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Oh my God, the music's on point. The music is fire. I like the graphics, but latency, oh my God, like literally no. This ain't it. Yeah, I'ma stick with the Game Boy version on this one. I'ma stick with handheld Game Boy version. The handheld Game Boy version on this is better. Damn! What is with the audio? This is Game Gear. I have Game Gear too. What is with the audio? Like it goes from being like super low to super loud. I'm starting to see what people was talking about with the audio issues on this, John. I'm seeing that right now, real time. Now I do have the Game Gear. My Game Gear has issues, so a lot of times I'll hook it up to like a TV or via a capture card so I can play it. But yeah, this is all right. This is Game Gear. This is Game Gear. I want to say this is emulation though, because I don't know, the screen on either side, like why wouldn't I be able to see like the whole Game Gear logo? All right, hold on. All right, this is so far. This is yeah, there go that Game Gear sound. Oh my God. Yeah, this is this ain't them. Game Gear was notoriously, even though it had color and it looked better than a Game Boy, bro, this, oh wow, wow. Okay, so this is nostalgia. Even for the crappiness, this is nostalgia. But at least it had color. This is definitely better than the Game Boy version. The latency is a hell of a lot better. Okay, the latency is better on this one than it was on the Game Boy. The Game Boy one was horrible. And I just played the Game Boy. Yeah, I couldn't do the finisher move. I played the Game Boy one for you live before we started this video, so there's no excuse. You saw native what it looks like on Game Boy. I should have broke out all my systems for this, but we ain't doing a direct one-to-one comparison. We just trying to see what this Legacy Collection have. All right, Mortal Kombat 2. We moved on to 2 Arcade. All right. So we know what 2 Arcade looks like. Why is it so low? Is there a sound? Can we adjust the sounds? The music or anything? You can't adjust the sound quality. Why is it so low? I don't like that. Okay. All right, so I did hear, I have a bunch of friends who played this like the day before me. They played this, and I'm starting to see what they were talking about. The sound quality from menu to end game is different. And the whole point is, I'm not really gonna bump it up, because if I bump it up too much, when we jump back to the menu, it's gonna scare the living hell out of me and like give me a heart attack. But this is, the sound quality is really low on this. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the way they emulated it. I don't know if it's the software that they used. It looks perfect, but Mortal Kombat 2, the sound in the arcade is what drew you in. When you heard people standing around the machine, you could hear the machine over the crowd. And I'm not getting that. Like, it's very subdued. This is very subdued. Yeah, this is very subdued. The music is like muted. I don't like that. Graphics wise, yeah. All right, let's see if they have the soda opening sound. Okay, they do have that, but it should be louder than this. Now, I have played renditions of Mortal Kombat 2 that I'm gonna say right now, sound wise, are better than this. But let's see how the video goes. That's legit. Okay, this definitely has arcade graphics. All right. Yeah, this definitely needs to be louder. So you'd have to crank your volume up to maximum just to hear this the way it's supposed to be in the arcade. I don't like that. Boom, ding, ding, ding. Boom, ding, ding, ding. Boom. Oh, I forgot his damn finisher move. I forgot his dragon finisher move. I think it's like down forward, back, high kick or high punch. Boom, doom, 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 doom. All right, let's see what we got for, this definitely does look like the arcade. It looks like the arcade, just doesn't sound like the arcade. All right. The first one was perfect. The arcade one was perfect. Sorry, I have a group chat also going on the side of people here talking to me while I'm doing this. And they're chiming in while I'm doing this. They have the link, so y'all be able to see this up later live on YouTube and my other social media platforms. But right now, we're just doing this in private, so don't worry, y'all get to see all of this. It's low, yeah, it's not me. I tried to do that one. You hold block and you do the rotate the analog around backwards. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. Hold on. Yeah, we're not gonna save none of this. I mean, we'll come back and put in time. See? You hear the menu? The menu should match the game. All right, that's pretty cool. The marquee, the logo. All right. Oh, these are, Fred, these are the Genesis versions of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and 3 that I pull off my Genesis wall. That's what these are. Yeah. I'm checking out the, like you have a bunch of, like, this is the fatality training. Like you could do like one button fatality. So if like you never were able to do the fatalities, now I guess you have the ability to do them. But whose fatality do I want to see? I always wanted to be Shang Tsung in the arcade, but I never could use him. Yeah. You see how muted this, that's perfect. That's arcade perfect right there. All right, so they have these over here. Babality, friendship, fatality, stage. Do the stage. I want to see him fall off first. All right, that's perfect. That was good. But it's the sound. Oh my God, I wish we could change the sound. Let me do the other finisher moves. What's the other joint I always wanted to do with Shang Tsung? There we go. Oh, you can change and do theirs too? Oh, wait a minute, we gotta retry that. I didn't know you could change and do like the other people's fatalities. This is pretty cool. I like this. Let's do his though. Your soul is mine. I love that joint. They should have remade this one in like Mortal Kombat 1 when it came out. Like that's one of my favorite. And the Gravediggers Jones. Deepest Ren, deep into your thoughts and bust out your skin. Boom! That's that Gravedigger's Diary of a Madman one. Go deep into your thoughts and bust out your skin. What was his okay. I thought I was gonna say friendship again. Let's do the babality. Can we do the babality? Yeah, it says just B. I guess you can change anywhere. Oh no, we could do hers too. Can we do hers too? Is the fatality the same? It's not though. Change back into Melina. Hold on. Down for her back. Down for her back. There we go. Now can we do hers too? Is it the same or does it change for her? Yeah, that's way too many bones, way too many femurs. It's all femurs, no rib cage, no brain, skeleton, nothing. It's all femurs. That's pretty cool. That's a cool feature. So far, I'm only turned off by the sound so far. So let's hit that Genesis joint right here. We got it right here on standby. Mortal Kombat 2, Sega Genesis. Now, Genesis bodied the Sega Genesis, the Mortal Kombat 2 joint, so. I remember the commercial for Mortal Kombat 2. It looked like the movie. Actually, the commercial for Mortal Kombat 2 home console was better than the new movie they had out. All right, so this is definitely Genesis. It sounds like they playing on paper cups. Ding, 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 ding. Don't, da-ga-doom, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boop. All right, while I'm checking the filters and stuff out, I want to put my boy on deck because, let's face it, he need to be on deck right here. There we go. We're going to put Scorpion right here. There we go. There we go. Gotta put Scorpion on deck. He need it. He need it for what we doing. All right. Bonk, bonk. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is Genesis. We could do the code, but what's the point of doing the code? All right. Okay, that's cool. They didn't have this for the Super Nintendo, John. For the first one. Oh, you can do 6 button? Yeah, all right. I wonder if I can hook my 6 button up to my PC and try this, John. Oh, by the way, I have this on PC, guys. This is the PC version. I don't know if I told you guys that. This is the PC version of Legacy Collection. So far, this is a good Genesis representation. I'm not gonna lie. So far, this is good Genesis representation. That's legit. Okay. They don't have the chains in front of the screen. All right. I think Super Nintendo was better graphic-wise for part 2, and it did have the blood. This is actually really good. This makes me feel like I'm playing it right here on my Genesis, John. All right, let's see if we can get that finishing move off on Jax. Boom, 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 meow, 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 boom, 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 boom. Damn it! Come on. Damn. All right, Jax is supposed to be very easy. Do we got the John? All right, so let me explain to you what happened. The rewind feature isn't part of the fatality. So now I know we have to turn off that rewind feature while we're trying to do fatalities. Because it literally kept trying to do the rewind feature while I was playing fatalities. Now, I do like the rewind feature. Damn, the sound. The sound is definitely an issue on here. We have the 32X too. So let's see what the 32X look like on here. All right. Basically, the 32X was an upgraded version of Genesis. That's all it was an upgraded version of Genesis. So let's see if they got that in here. All right, let's see if we can't change some of the menus on this joint. You can change it from curved, the borders, the television. Let's see how that look. I had to turn the rewind off because we trying to do finishing moves and it just ain't working. Yeah, this is Genesis basically. This felt like Genesis. Oh, I don't like that. This is definitely 32X though. No. This should have like an upscale on all of these. Yeah, this is definitely 32X. It's an upgraded Genesis version. Input, move list display. Once again, no audio feature. I don't know if I like that. Bicycle kick, fatality, down forward, back, Y. Yeah, I thought it was down forward, back, Y. Okay. Flying kick, bicycle kick, B down and B up. What? I guess you could do it down or high. All right. Let's see if we can pull this. Oh, damn, Raiden. All right, come on, Raiden. Don't be trying to embarrass me, bro. Come on, bro. Raiden. Bro, stop it. Raiden. All right, come on, Raiden. Bro, Raiden, stop trying to embarrass me. There we go. Raiden trying to embarrassing me on TV. Trying to embarrass me on TV, Raiden? What the hell is wrong with you, bro? All right, come on, let me go. Boom, doom, 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 doom. You about to find out why Bruce Lee is the dragon, baby. Down forward, back, Y. There it is. That's why they call him Dragon. The Bruce Lee story, baby. Let me get something to drink. Oh, by the way, I'm hitting my Mortal Kombat cup. I pulled out the Mortal Kombat cup with this for this one. See that? Yeah, pulled out the Mortal Kombat cup. It came in a loot crate. Vaughn, it came in a loot crate. The loot crate's behind this box right here. I was showing y'all earlier. That's the loot crate it came in. The cup, the scorpion statue, and the patch I got on my shirt. I got a patch on my shirt and I got a button on my lapel. All right, Mortal Kombat Super Nintendo. We also have this on the wall behind me, so I can't put the cup in frame. I don't have enough room because it's gonna block these boxes if I put it there. Hold on, let me see if I can't. Y'all got me doing like 9 things at the same time, bro. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna move my my R2D2. See if I can't put it up here. But when I need to take a drink, I'm gonna need to take a drink though, bro. There we go. All right, the cup is in there. All right. You forcing a brother on hard times here, bro. All right, so this is good. I like the look. I like the sound. Boom, 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 boom. Da-da-dum. Dum 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 dum. Now that we have the ability to do Liu Kang's dragon move again, because I wasn't sure which way to do it. Oh, we fighting Raiden, okay. Dum 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 dum. There we go, Raiden. Oh, wait a minute. I think Raiden angry about that match, that last match. I think Raiden angry about the Genesis. Okay. My brother Phil is the Mortal Kombat dude. Like, I'm Phil B. Jackson, the singer that be in all of my videos and stuff. He better at Mortal Kombat than me. Like, I'm surprised he ain't work for them. Like, he know all the moves. Look at the chains on this. Like, Super Nintendo hit the chains. They hit the stage great. Super Nintendo hit the Deadpool amazingly. Ah, damn it. Too quick. I couldn't do it. Yo, Super Nintendo was that system. Like, the name ain't in the blocks, like in the name health blocks, but I can forgive that. Raiden spelled wrong. I can forget that. All right. Oh shit. Where's the block button? Oh my God. Yeah, this is Super Nintendo. Oh, Katana, stop it, baby. Yo, baby, woman. Yo, oh my God. Okay, Katana. Okay. All right. So you feeling some type of way? All right. I ain't speaking negatively about your game. I'm speaking positively, girl. Oh my God. I forgot you can't sweep her. What is the block button? Oh my God, bro. Like, she gonna win this. She gonna win this. Liu Kang, she gonna win this. Liu. Yo, how is she sitting there spamming fans? Yo, she was spamming fans, bro. Oh man, this might be my losing streak right here. This is where my winning streak ends. Hey, there go. I got blocked now. I got block on you, girl. I got blocked now. Oh, come on. Well, that stuff you was talking, huh? Come on, girl. Where you at, huh? Okay, you still got it. Oh, you cannot sweep this chick. Okay. Damn. Catch her. There you go. There we go. If one person deserved this katana, it was you. If one person deserved that dragon, if you got the Drew Hill, ooh yeah, gave you the dragon, Year of the Dragon, you Drew Hill. Y'all gotta go back to the 90s if y'all want to know who Drew Hill. Y'all remember somebody sleeping? Damn, this music. Why is the menu so loud but the game so muted? Oh, like I was saying, sleeping in my bed and the thong song. That was Cisco. Drew Hill. If y'all ain't know about that. Most of the people remember the remake of Sleeping in My Bed. Yo, this menu music is so loud. Why is this menu music so damn loud, but the games is so muted? I got this feeling and I just can't turn it loose, that somebody's getting next to you. That was the original. The other one was like, what? Once again, Game Boy, you don't need to. I do like the fact that they can colorize it, that you can colorize it. Oh, this is Game Boy. I can't do none of his moves. Hold on. Reptile, baby, Reptile. Hold on, Reptile. Oh, you really disappeared on me? You really? Reptile. This is acres of badness right here. It's definitely 100% nostalgic. Hold on. There we go. Oh my God, did you hear the fire? You hear the fireball? Oh my God, bro. We playing this on a watch battery. Yo, I can't do his bicycle kick. I can't do his bicycle kick. Hold on. Can I do his flying kick? No. Oh my God. I can't do his flying kick. Oh my God. This is not good. This is not good. Down, 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 down. All right, so oh yeah, Vaughn, this came with that loot crate collection, this patch, and this charm, this pen, the pen that's on my lapel. This is actually the Mortal Kombat 1 arcade machine, and this is actually the logo right here on Mortal Kombat. I figured since we going all out for Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, let's go all out. I'm already at 51 minutes, and I normally do like an hour video for the Power Hour. We still got way more in this collection to go. So I think what I'm going to do is, for those of y'all who want the full play of all the games, I'm screen capturing it right now. So I'm going to upload the screen capture of this so you guys get all the games and everything else that this includes. But for this video, I have to be time constrained just a little bit because, like I said, the file sizes are huge. I don't have that much space left on the recording device that I'm using. So for time constraints, we're going to clip and clip and clip and clip some of these games. We're not going to go through the full playthrough like everything that I'm doing here. But if you want to see that full playthrough, the video also will be uploaded to my channel with the entire playthrough of the entire game list, special forces, and everything else. Having said that, where we're at right now, we're only on Mortal Kombat 2. I'll probably take us up to like well, no, because I'm gonna clip it, but you're gonna get clips of all of them as I go forward. Right now, the biggest problem I have is the sound quality. Mortal Kombat 2 is known for its sound. To mute the sound in game and have the menu blaring at a 90 it's not cool. It's taking me out of it, because then if you turn the menu music up on the game like Mortal Kombat 2, when you leave the game, then the menu is so much louder. It's insane. I really wish that they worked on that more, but like I said, I understand this also had to be rushed out by Warner Brothers. I don't blame Digital Eclipse for that, because they said if Warner Brothers had greenlit this 3 years earlier, they would have had enough time to do everything that they wanted to do. But the fact of the matter is, they worked on a truncated timetable that forced a lot of this to happen. Even if they held this back for another month and had it come out like in November, maybe they could have done something with those quality testing issues and things like that. My boy Vaughn told me they do have a patch that they talk about that they're coming up with, which defeats the whole purpose of a collection. Look, this is supposed to be game preservation. This is supposed to be the definitive Mortal Kombat experience in here. It's a premium price, so you didn't cut the price. The problem I have with having to patch something that was released means it wasn't finished. And now, like I said again, I don't blame Digital Eclipse for this. Blame Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers there's a lot of hands in the pot of something like this, and you have to choose between what they want to do, what your fans need, and what you want to do. Clearly, what you wanted to do is present in this collection. I get that 100%, but I can also see a lot of management production problems going into this. I don't like that. You didn't have these same problems with the Cowabunga collection. It didn't need a patch. The Street Fighter 30th anniversary didn't need a patch. A lot of the collections that I have, and I have tons of game collections, Contra, Castlevania, they don't need patches. They were finished when they were launched. The fact that he tells me that it is confirmed that they have a patch means day one this was not finished. I'd wish you guys had pushed it off for a month and then came into it. I don't even know if that would have been enough time. So now there's a subsequent patch that has to be added to this, which I do not like. Once again, I don't blame Digital Clips for that, because clearly what they wanted to do is coming through. This looks like there was another hand in the pot who forced them to change some things. And because of that, I think the sands in the hourglass ran out. So I'm going to stop talking. We're going to jump back into this, and we'll clip more of the stuff going forward. Like I said, unfortunately, you're not going to get everything. If you want that video that shows everything in every single last game, that is going to be uploaded to my channel as well. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's get back into this game. So far, I am impressed with Digital Eclipse and what they brought to the table. However, like I said, the biggest problem I'm having is with those sound issues, and I definitely noticed some latency issues with the handheld games. Definitely. The latency wasn't as present in Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 in the arcade or in the home systems with my controller. I'm using an Xbox One controller. So far, nothing is being too bad of a problem when it comes to latency and button input, unless it came to the handheld systems, the Game Boy and the Game Gear. Like, that's telling, because I literally took my Mortal Kombat and put it in the Game Boy at the beginning of this video and played it, so you got to see the input and what was working and what wasn't working real time. So I don't know what happened between point A and B, but I'm going to say the continuity issues that you're having in this, it had to be with production timetables and not everything being thoroughly tested, because you guys would have caught this. So let's jump back in. Okay, there was definitely some button input problem there. This is Mortal Kombat 3, guys, by the way. There was definitely some input button problem there. That was a lot better. But that LB one, that LB one was pretty good. I'm doing the Fatality tutorial so you guys can see this. Well, what do y'all consider a half a screen, yo? I'm using a half a screen. That's a half a screen. Yo, bro, what are y'all talking about? This is a half a screen. This is full screen. This is half a screen. That was sweep range. That was sweep range. That was not half a screen, guys. That was sweep range. Yep, 3 rib cages, 4 legs. Yep, that's about right. I did like Ultimate Mortal Kombat better than this because they included the other characters. If I'm going to play Ultimate Mortal Kombat, though, I would rather play it on the PlayStation 1. The PlayStation 1 actually had that good. Let me see if I could do the tower, John. Hold on one second. Yeah. I want to see the tower fatality of falling all the way through all the floors. I'm going to have to go through a lot of these settings and just check everything out. Yeah, let's do Shiva. That's legit. That's legit. Okay.
Cyrax wins.
Friendship. Friendship again.
Again. Finish him. Cyrax wins.
Yeah, they moved up from the animalities to the babalities. And then I think Ultimate had like brutalities.
Cyrax wins.
I do like this because if you ever wanted to see the finishing moves that you never got a chance to do, it make you feel like a boss. That's that Predator finishing move. Why is there 4 rib cages? Can somebody explain to me why there's 4 rib cages? It's one Shiva. Okay, so I have a problem. Shiva's blood was green when we went down the pit. Now her blood is red. How? Alright. Yeah, it's way too many games. Y'all gonna have to get the screen capture version for all of this. Let's do this joint here. We got this joint right here, guys. We got it right here. Mortal Kombat right here. There is no knowledge. That is not power. I wonder if this is the joint that had like the Scott stuff, the cool stuff, and the cooler stuff codes. MK3. Now the sound on this is even worse. Do you hear how low the sound is on this? This one is 1,000 times worse. Yeah, the sound issues across the board is insane. You would literally have to turn this up so much to hear it. Yeah, I have the volume at 90. And you can still barely hear this. This is insane. I have the volume on 90 and you can barely hear this. All right, Kano, you suck for that. For some reason, I don't feel like this is the Genesis version. Like I have the Genesis version. I might have to boot that up and check it out 1-to-1. This don't feel like Genesis for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's the version they used. I don't know. Maybe they used emulation to do this. Okay, Kano. Okay, Kano. All right, Kano. You cool with yours. Okay, so I had to hook up my Genesis to the big TV because I normally have it hooked up to the smaller TV when I do my Sega Genesis Jones, but I have it hooked up to the bigger TV at channel 3. I need to see 1-to-1 whether or not it was just me or whether or not Mortal Kombat 3 definitely does look different from its original. Alright, so this is Mortal Kombat 3, the Sega Genesis version, because I need to know if what I just played was a correct representation. That's definitely what I need to know right now. It looked better on Genesis. So far, no joke. 100% it looked better on Genesis. The sound is definitely better. Even the graphics look better. I don't know, guys. Maybe they used an emulator for some of the games, because this is the sound, the video, the visual. This is original Mortal Kombat 3 on Sega Genesis, and this looks a hell of a lot better than the emulator, than the Legacy Collection. I think look at it for yourself. The sound, the colors. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to give Mortal Kombat 3 to Sega Genesis. I choose Sega Genesis. We did with the Game Boy version. We choose the Game Boy version over the Legacy Collection. It's the same with Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3 on Sega Genesis is definitely better. I don't know what they did, but it's definitely better. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say that Genesis version on the native system is a hell of a lot better than the Genesis that they gave us on the Legacy Collection. I don't know, maybe it's the way they emulated it, maybe it's the way they put it in here. I don't know if it was a code problem, but yeah, I have it native, and I just showed you it native on a Sega Genesis, and it just looks better on the Sega Genesis original than it does here. Now this is what, Super Nintendo? This looks and sounds better than the Genesis on Super Nintendo. Damn, Jax is hard. I guess he would. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we got a little bit of Ultimate going on here. Ultimate had more characters. This is the arcade version of Ultimate. It seemed like the arcade versions of the games 1, 2, and 3 are all pretty cool, except for the sound issues on part 2. Now this is louder than Mortal Kombat 2, so I don't know what happened with Mortal Kombat 2, the arcade, on the Legacy Collection, but there definitely is some sound discrepancies.
Fatality. Finish him.
Her cat was her animality was a cat.
Animality.
I don't remember that.
Finish him. Jade wins. Fatality.
Baby Scorpion.
Finish him. Jade wins. Friendship. Friendship again. Finish him. Jade wins. Fatality.
That was a little stiff for arcade.
Finish him. Jade wins.
Well, at least they only got one rib cage. Ermac. They ain't got my boy Rain.
Finish him. Wins.
At least they chilled out with the bones, because there was like 7 rib cages, 4 legs.
Wins.
That was his finishing move? That was Johnny Cage's. Really? That was Ermac's finishing move in Ultimate? Didn't know that. Okay. I had to do Trilogy. It's part of the Ultimate one, but it's the one where my boy Rain made an appearance. So we have purple on purple. Sound on this one got some issues too. See if I can't turn it up a little bit. That is way extra with bones. 5 rib cages, 8 legs, 3 heads. That's a bit much. That's a bit much, guys.
Rain wins. Animality.
Clearly, not all animalities are created equal. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's try this again. Yeah, I remember that one, unfortunately.
Fatality.
Alright, so yeah, there definitely is continuity issues.
It was a war between good and evil.
I have it up to 80% and it's still low. Fighting between the actual games and the menu music is annoying. It is annoying. This is Mythologies, which, let's face it,
Only one mortal can stop it.
the only reason why I loved Mythologies was for the cutscenes in between boards. The little Sub-Zero John. But other than that, Mythologies was a complete disaster to me, man. I hated this game. I'm gonna check out I want to see how the controls work, because I'm hearing from my boy Vaughn. He said a lot of people have problems with actually controlling Sub-Zero. So, like I said, it's put up or shut up. I'm going to try it. All right. All right. Do you hear how the sound even went down? The sound is muted. It sounds like they talking underwater. All right. I don't know. Everything seems responsive, man. You still gotta press the button to turn around, though. I hated that about this game. You can't just turn left and right. You have to press a button to turn you around. Alright, let's test this out here. Okay, that worked pretty well, guys. And I hated that because they didn't always go away. Sometimes they just lingered in the background till it was like 6 or 7 of them. And then every time you turn around, they would respawn. That's one thing I hated about... Hey, that's one thing I hated about this. That respawn thing. And you don't have all Sub-Zero's moves to begin with. You have to unlock them. I don't know. I don't even want to mess with him right now. I want to see what else this has. I can't pick that up. What's the button? Damn it, go away, man. Get out of here. Alright, what's this, John? Damn it, he respawned. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. And why is it so dark in this area? What is going on? Why is it so dark? The screen is dark. It's because there's no light. Is that it? Bro, yo, get out of here. Wow, you damn annoying. This is annoying. This is why I never like playing this game. Alright. I'm trying to grab this damn decanter. It's not let me grab this damn thing. Damn it, he respawned again. Oh my god. Bro. Thank you. You know what? Get that. Let me keep going. Aw, damn it. There you go. Yeah, no. I'm done. Alright, yeah. Let's do Mortal 4. Let's give Mortal 4 a go. I have to turn the damn sound up on this one, too. What is going on with the sounds in these joints? What was the finisher move? Okay. She hit her with the butt pliers. Tanya hit her with the butt pliers. Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat 4 for you. Hey, wait a minute.
Scorpion. Choose your destiny.
Hold on, I want to do a fight and then I got something to discuss. I just saw something that I didn't like.
Fight. Outstanding. Flawless victory. Round 2. Fight.
Whoa, I'm gonna throw you over there. Whoa, I'm gonna throw you over there. Ain't gonna let me get this joint off, are they? Bro, it's not working. Yo, bro, this is not working. I think it's the input. I'm actually pressing the right inputs. It's not happening. What?
Scorpion wins.
Bro, no. Mortal 4. I think was the last one to be released on our arcades. So you did Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, you did the home consoles, you even put PlayStation in here, but no Nintendo 64? No Mortal 4 for Nintendo 64. No little Nintendo 64 box or controller or cartridge or nothing. So Nintendo 64 was not represented. You just did Super Nintendo and Genesis. So shouldn't this just be Mortal Kombat, the early years collection or something like that? Because I'm confused of why Nintendo 64 version isn't in here. Someone please, can someone tell me why the Nintendo 64 version is not represented in here? You did PlayStation. Nintendo 64 was definitely out during PlayStation. Yet it's left out. That's puzzling. Sega CD collection version is not in here. Sega CD is not in here. You did a 32X for part 2, but no other ones. I'm confused. I'm confused. Well, anyway, we got a few more left, and I'm gonna pause that thought to the end. Mortal Kombat Special Forces. I appreciate y'all putting this game in the collection, but to be totally honest, I like this better than Sub-Zero Mythologies. I do like this better than Sub-Zero Mythologies, but this ain't hitting, bro. This ain't hitting. This ain't hitting. It's feel like Resident Evil, like an old Resident Evil. Yeah, this ain't hitting. This ain't really hitting right now. Not to mention, I never really played Jax like that, but yeah, this ain't really bro. Bro, this is, I don't know, bro. This is, I don't know about this. I think I played this one time before, and I think I made it to like the second level, and I was like, yeah. Mortal Kombat Advance, y'all. Mortal Kombat Advance.
Choose your destiny. Excellent. Scorpion wins. Fight.
Yeah, there's major input lag in this game. It seemed like you notice it more in the handheld systems.
Finish him. Scorpion wins.
Alright. Okay, so I feel like I was tricked. This ain't the Deadly Alliance I thought it was. They couldn't put the regular Deadly Alliance in here. They couldn't put a PlayStation 2 Deadly Alliance or the Mortal Kombat's from PlayStation 2. You really couldn't put the PlayStation 2 Jones in here. Are you serious right now with this? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? All right, yeah, we've seen enough. Okay, that is okay. All right. All right, ladies and jelly spoons. Let me grab my drink. All right, ladies and jelly spoons. Mortal Kombat: The Legacy Collection. To be 100, I'm torn between 4 different feelings. Number 1, all due respect to Digital Eclipse, John Tobias, Ed Boon, the entire Mortal Kombat cast. Y'all put your thing down. The documentaries, the intricate detail, the attention, you definitely put forth something that needs to be celebrated by Mortal Kombat collectors worldwide. You definitely did. Having said that, on the other hand, we have some problems. Huge sound issues between both the games and the main menu. Huge sound issues. Turning it all the way up in the game to the point where you can hear it and then jumping back out to a blaring, scary, loud menu is a problem. I'm noticing the input lag more with the handheld ones. The Game Boy, the Game Gear. I'm noticing the input lags majorly in there. I didn't even attempt to do online because I went and tried to find a quick match, and I sat there for half an hour. I sat there for a half an hour waiting it to find a match. And then when it did jump into a match, it wasn't even Mortal Kombat 3, it was 2. Like, it chose a different game than what I chose. I don't know what that was about, but then it was so glitchy, and I couldn't even I couldn't even really capture anything. Like, it was a horrible experience. And I understand that they have a patch coming up that's supposed to help a lot of this, but day one out the box at a premium price of $59, $60, other than like the collectibles that you got with this, I definitely felt what you were trying to put forward. I do feel the effort, but I'm going to say there were too many hands in the pot, and I'm going to say I don't know whether it was your team or Warner Brothers responsible for it starts off amazing and great, and it feels wonderful, but it feels like two different teams made this. The first half, 1, 2, and 3, the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, all of that feels 100% legitimate. Everything is amazing. But then you start getting to the latter end of the games with Mythology, Special Forces, the Deadly Alliance, and can we look? That was a bait and switch. That was a bait and switch. When I heard Deadly Alliance, I thought it was Deadly Alliance, not those Deadly Alliances. You look, we speak, how can I put this to not sound condescending or bad? We live in a world where even Nintendo, with their online subscription service, has emulation that they've created for their game consoles. You mean to tell me nobody could emulate a PS2 or get PS2 versions? Some of Mortal Kombat's best versions, Shaolin Monks, Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, they're on the PlayStation 2. You guys couldn't put that in here? You really couldn't put that in here. You really couldn't. Like, I don't get that. But that's the Deadly Alliance you went with. It felt like it ended very weak for me. Very, very weak for me. As a whole, I love the collection. I love the effort put into it. I love the documentaries. I love all the little Easter eggs. I love as a preservation conservist that you put Mortal Kombat grouped together. I'd rather you have just done 1, 2, and 3. Forget about the handhelds. Forget about the Deadly Alliance. Forget about the Game Gears. I don't know why you did Mythologies and you did Special Forces and not like Shaolin Monks, not like Deadly Alliance or Armageddon. Like, that was a missed opportunity. There was no Nintendo 64. You did PlayStation 1, but there was no Nintendo 64. And I don't know if that's because Nintendo didn't license it or didn't give it to you guys or anything like that. But if you're doing Mortal 4, Nintendo 64 was just a dead giveaway. I don't know why it wasn't there. I feel ambivalent about the Legacy Collection as a whole. Alright, so let me break this down on the 3 different fronts. Because like I said, there's 3 different generations of Mortal Kombat fans. As a preservationist, I appreciate the documentaries. I appreciate Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, and Ultimate. I appreciate the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions, even though I have Super Nintendo and Genesis. Not everybody have them. So if you're looking to play the old original versions, this is a great way to play them. The arcades are on point. The sound is on point with those. The sound issues become glaring when you enter Mortal Kombat 2, the arcade, with it being so low, and the sound was the drawing in of people for Mortal Kombat 2. That should not even be a question. Audio issues going into the arcade and coming out of the arcade. In your mind, if you played during that time, and that's what I'm saying, from that generation, I remember the sound before I could even see people playing it. You could hear it when you entered the arcade. Having a low sound issue, quality problem, I don't know what's causing that. That, to me, it pulls you out of the experience, because Mortal Kombat 1, the arcade, you did 100%. Mortal Kombat 3, the arcade, and Ultimate, you did 100%. They sound great. They have the same feel, but Mortal Kombat 2 was your bread and butter. That is when it came out, where people will come up, put the 50 cent on the arcade screen. That's where it hit. But you need that sound. And to jack my sound all the way up to damn near 100% just to get a decent enough sound quality to play Mortal Kombat 2, that's not hitting. That's just not hitting. there are some missed opportunities. I would say it's more good than negative, because there is a positive and negative aspect about this. Now, the second generation of people, the people who just love playing Mortal Kombat, the people who had the home consoles, the people who learned about Mortal Kombat from the home consoles, this is where you start to have a breakdown of game performance, input lag, and these type of people, they input lag, if you're off by a second, millisecond, 2 milliseconds, 3 seconds, hopefully not more than that. This is where people are going to bash you, because there are some latency issues. There are. New school people, new millennial gamers, they like to put in a game and play and have the game function correctly. They're going to hate a lot of the latency, sound, and lag issues. They're going to give you the kick in the teeth for that. Me, myself, I own all the Mortal Kombats. I have all of them from 1 to 1. 1 to 1. And Mortal Kombat, after Mortal Kombat 11, they went to 1 again. So I can't say Mortal Kombat 12. Technically it's 12, but Mortal Kombat 1. So from 1 to 1, I have all of them. I have all of them on their respective systems. I have all of them on their respective consoles, their handhelds. I have all of them. I personally put Mortal Kombat 3 up against Mortal Kombat 3 Genesis in here. Now, I have Mortal Kombat 3 Genesis native to my Sega Genesis, which I plugged in and played next to your Mortal Kombat 3 Sega Genesis. There is clearly differences. Now, in the beginning of this video, I also played Mortal Kombat Game Boy. I had Game Boy Advance SP. I docked the cartridge, actually put it in there, and played it. Then we played it actually on here. Other than it being blown up and on the system, I am going to say it's almost unplayable when it comes to using the buttons to play the game. It's almost unplayable. Sound-wise, visual-wise, 100%. But it's almost unplayable with the input. That to me is a missed cause. So if I have to pull myself out of that game and play the original on its respective hardware, that to me takes me out of the collection. So Mortal Kombat 3 for me, I'm going to stick with the Sega Genesis version that I have, because, baby, what you guys put forward, it wasn't it. It wasn't it. And I hate to be that way, but Mortal Kombat 3 on the Sega Genesis is how I'm going to play this if I wanted to play it in your collection. And then it's not really part of the collection, is it? Your collection is supposed to be these games on these actual, I guess, emulated systems that you guys put together to play. And it's not hitting. It's not there. And that to me is a lost, that's a lost sensibility that you're not going to get back, even with a patch. You could put 6 patches, 7 patches, 8 patches, 9 patches. But let's face it, at the end of the day, this is not a CG Project Red. This is not Cyberpunk. Remember how Cyberpunk came out? They lost all their respect. They did all of that, and then they had to do patch after patch and change after change after change. So now they're absolutely amazing with it. This product feels unfinished. For a premium price, it feels unfinished. That is where we're going to have our problem. Now, as for me, I'm a casual gamer. I into Mortal Kombat. I have all the Mortal Kombats. I'm not like my brother Phil. Shout out to Phil B. Jackson, Camden's own Shining Prince. The man has a voice that'll melt the melodies from the 80s. He sounds like he's from the 80s, because he is. He's got the voice of the 80s, which he does. Then he has that 90s feels with that R&B and smooth groove. Then he has the new school beats, and like I'm telling you, hit the boy up. The boy is amazing. He's more of the Mortal Kombat guy. I'm going to reach out and get his take on it. I got about 6 or 7 people who was in a chat with me going back and forth between all of these. We all kind of cohesively agreed. There are some hit and misses. There are some very strong hits and some very strong misses. Overall, duality-wise, how do I feel about Mortal Kombat Legacy as a whole, the Legacy Collection? It's fine for what it is. It's fine for you playing a collection of Mortal Kombat games, but it doesn't hold up to Street Fighter, the 30th Anniversary Collection. Doesn't hold up to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, their collection. And they went into Game Gear, Game Boy Advance. They went into Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. They went through all of them, and they were able to pull it off. But it felt like a finished, cohesive effort. This feels like there were different teams working on different aspects and they couldn't come together to capitalize. I'm going to give Mortal Kombat, the Legacy Collection, 3 stars out of 5. 3. There were parts that I really enjoyed, parts that I really didn't enjoy, parts that were and then parts that I was just like, When it comes to the documentaries, absolutely amazing. When it comes to the secrets and the Easter eggs, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, well, Mortal Kombat 1 and 3. 1 and 3 and 3 Ultimate Arcade. Absolutely phenomenal. Even Mortal Kombat 4 was phenomenal in here, sound issues aside. Mortal Kombat 2 looked the part, it felt the part, but it didn't sound the part, and the sound is really what envelops you into Mortal Kombat 2, the sound. And for you to have to blare the highest you can for Mortal Kombat 2 to sound somewhat like itself, it's a missed opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we give it 3 out of 5 stars here in the Game Dojo scale of awesomeness. To me, it's a missed opportunity. There are legacy collections that they put together. Digital Eclipse, I do not blame you. This feels like a Warner Brothers issue, and they've had a lot of issues as of late. I feel as though maybe Mortal Kombat 1, the DLC, them cashing out on that, them canceling that, them forcing you to put something on the table this close and this quick before it was finished. I felt like that's where we had that problem, and that's where a lot of this could have been taken it out. This is a quality control issue, and there should have been some oversight on it, but I feel like you were pressured and pushed to meet a deadline, and that's the problem. Corporation over desperation equals that perspiration, and we the consumer suffer for it. Mortal Kombat Legacy is an amazing effort. It's a wonderful shot, and you had a chance to literally be the defining preservation aspect of Mortal Kombat for generations, 3 different generations, and you couldn't capitalize. I'm not blaming you for the mistake. I think we know where this lies. This lies with bigger hands in a pot dwelling in something that they had no idea about, they had no content about. They're certainly not fans of the franchise. They're really not into it, and it shows. You're putting more power and pressure and love into the movie than you ever did this game aspect, and this was your mark. This was your chance to shine, and no matter how many subsequent patches you pull out and push out, you're never going to get a second chance to make that first impression on gamers. And unfortunately, that is where it lies. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how did Mortal Kombat line up? Well, I'm gonna have to say, if I could get this going on my neck, this joint is all back here. I got some stuff up here tied up that ain't quite moving right. Here we go. That's pretty good. I got that now. We got it now. Here we go. We got it now. We got that now. We got that now. Here we go. I'm going to have to say, Mortal Kombat Legacy Edition. Up, down, forward, back, left, right. Finish him! It's a fatality.